Hi again. So this second video will take you through how to open your asset or workbook again now that you've come back into Pebble after you've used it for the first time. And we'll also look at editing it and a couple of troubleshooting areas that we've identified when people go back to edit their workbooks. So I'll talk you through that just so that we can avoid some of those issues. So the first thing that you want to do, you might remember from the last video, as soon as you use your resource and save it with some content that you've started to fill in, it becomes an asset. So you come to your assets by View Assets, or again you can just use the Asset Store icon in the top there. And you will have noticed earlier probably too, your assets live right next to your resource center. So you can just flick between them that way. So now in my assets, I've got both of my workbooks that I've started working on. I've started my personal action plan and I've used my tutorial workbook. So you might remember that I said we run into a couple of problems with editing. What happens is, as we're so used to double clicking in most of our programs, we come in here and the tendency is to double click. So if I double click on my workbook to use it, you'll notice when I come down, I no longer have the ability to edit that. I've lost my buttons, I've lost my choices, and I've lost my content box from down the bottom here to be able to fill something in. That is because I double clicked it, and when you double click, it's opened up in preview mode right up here at the top, and if I hover further over it, tells me that I'm previewing it. What I really want to be doing is editing. So you can just quickly flick back to edit mode by that pencil at the top. And then as you'll see, I can now start editing my workbook. So that's really important. If you do accidentally double click, you just need to go back into edit mode. To avoid that, just click it once and click edit, and it will open straight in edit mode for you to keep working on your workbook. If you would like to explore further options and further uses here in PebblePad, there's a fantastic help resource with some really good video tutorials and downloadable PDFs, and it's all searchable. So if you click on help, you will come into the introduction area, and you'll notice that the menu navigation here pretty much mirrors the buttons that are on top of your PebblePad homepage. And we've now actually also got the help button on the end. So you can search through these menus, or you can just do a search up here. So maybe you've heard about these things called web folios that you can do. If I search web folio, I then get lots of information about web folios and even how to design one myself. So if I click on that, I get an overview of what a web folio is, and I also have some video content on how to create a web folio, and then some other related content as well. So the help is actually really excellent and well worth having a look at to explore some of the other features of building your portfolios. You will be building these throughout your degree here, and this portfolio is also free for you to take and keep after you've graduated. You do not have to pay for it, and it is personal to you. It does not belong to the institution. It is your personal space. So it's a really good idea to get in the habit of keeping records of your activities, records of your volunteering, anything that you do that could be considered useful in a portfolio for when you're going out there to find employment. So now you've had a look at how to find your assets again and how to edit them, and also where to find help when you need it.